So my trusty Speedmaster is getting a birthday today. I've been on Amazon, I've picked myself up a nice new Barton strap, so let's get it on and see what it looks like. Welcome to the English Watch. So before we get started, please don't forget to check out my previous videos, and also don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel out and I need to get those subscriber numbers up. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and please leave any comments, anything you like, in the sections at the end. So before we go to the desk and see the watch strap up close, let's do a quick unboxing. So this is a nice cardboard box. It comes from Barton straps. This is the saddle brown and linen contrast stitch. So it looks like a harmonica in this box. I don't think there is a harmonica, so let's give it a open up. So we've got a nice inner box here. Again, very high quality, some print on there. Barton watch bands. So opening it up, and this is very much different to the little plastic bags that you tend to get with some of the other ones. So in here we've got our nice saddle brown leather strap. So my first thing I'm going to do is give it the sniff test. So this is genuine leather, and it smells like new car leather seats. Now I've not been in my car for a good few weeks now because of the lockdown, and I opened the door the other day and I got this waft of leather came out of the car. It's very much what this smells like. It smells like quality, and I'm really looking forward to putting this one on my watch. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump to the desk and try it on. Okay, before we get started, I just want to point you to my new website, theenglishwatch.com. I see this as a bit of a companion to the YouTube channel, and I want to be able to bolster the videos that I make with some extra information and some pictures, and to put some blog posts in there just to give you a bit more, because making videos is quite time consuming for me and it takes a lot of energy. So we're introducing to you the Barton strap. So this is my first Barton strap. I've got a few other straps that I've bought over the past few years. I bought this one on Amazon. It cost me £24. This one is the saddle brown leather with linen stitch. So it's got a contrast stitch. It's 20mm in diameter to fit my Speedmaster. So as we said in the intro, it comes in a really nice box, a bit like a harmonica. So let's just sort of slide this out, have a closer look. Very high quality. A bit better than those plastic bags, as I mentioned, and more recyclable. So let's take this off. Hopefully there's no harmonica in there. And here we go to reveal the strap. So taking this out, you can see there's a nice bit of felt in there, just to protect the leather side. And it's nice to see that it was leather side down. So this is a 20mm parallel strap. It doesn't taper at all. So 20mm at the lugs and 20mm at the buckle end as well. So we've got one fixed keeper and one moving keeper. This one has spring-loaded spring bars. So they're pre-installed. That makes it really handy to quickly change the strap over. And as Barton offer quite a range of different materials and colours, I suspect they'll be wanting you to buy a number of these and change them as you see fit. And maybe I'll do that. Okay, so what's my initial impressions? So looking at the strap itself, it says it's genuine leather. Has quite a nice feeling to it. It's not too flexible. It's got just enough stiffness to feel that it's nice and substantial. Will conform to the wrist quite nicely. It's not stiff. It doesn't have any padding in it. This is a uniform thickness strap. The stitching is very well appointed, very high quality, quite consistent. It's clearly machine finished at this price, but nonetheless it's better than some of the straps I've had at this price. So I won't give it a sniff test here, but as I said in the intro, it does sniff quite nicely. It does smell of genuine leather, which is always a nice feature to have. So what I do also notice here is there's quite a number of holes here for adjustment. Now I'll show you some competitor straps in a minute, and they tend not to have holes that go up quite so far. So I've got a feeling that this one's going to fit quite nicely and still have a bit of adjustment left. Looking at the buckle side, initial thoughts, it's nice that the buckle is protected with this plastic coating here. It's got a nice, very plain chrome buckle, very inoffensive, not logoed. I've seen some with logos on and it doesn't always look right to me. And to be honest, I don't want a different logo on the buckle than the watch, so I don't want to draw away from the watch while having some random logo on there. Now, some initial concerns I do have with this strap is with this keeper here. It's quite loose. Now, looking directly in front of it, it's pretty much the same size as the fixed one, as you'd expect. I've seen some that aren't, and if you squash it over, yeah, it will go as well, but we'll have to keep our eye on that one. Also, looking inside the end of the strap, you can just about see, let me point to this, that the spring bar is quite loose within the loop of the leather. There's quite a bit of gap around here, and I wouldn't normally expect that. On the other side it's quite tight, but it looks like they've compromised somehow when they've applied this hole here for the spring-loaded mechanism. And that's created a bit more room in here, which may cause problems when the strap is on the watch. So we'll see. Right, so as this is very quick to fit on, I'm not going to take the watch up like I normally would. But as always, the buckle end goes at the 12 o'clock. So let's turn it over, and we're just going to locate this side in there, and then we're going to pull back on the mechanism and just release, careful that the pin doesn't drop back out. There we go, that one's in, easy peasy. Let's go for the other side. Again, place that in the hole, pull down the lever and let it go. There you go. So one Barton strap on my Speedmaster. Now, lots of people have sent me pictures of their Speedmasters on brown leather straps. I did used to have an old sort of vintage leather strap, but it tapered quite a lot. It's quite a thick strap, so I didn't get on with that one, so I got rid of that one. Sadly, I don't have it here for comparison. So before we throw it on the wrist, let's remove this piece of plastic. Easier said than done. I think this is the point of no return, so no returning this now that I've taken that bit off. Get rid of that, and then let's go for the wrist. So it's quite a lot of strap and nice and flexible, so it's dead easy to thread in. And I can already see that there's plenty of holes left for me. My wrist is 6 3/4 inches in diameter, so pretty average, and it's easy to thread that through there. Now, because this is a kind of saddle leather, you're not going to get as much creasing or cracking in this area when you thread it through the keeper, so I think it should hold up quite nicely over time. So here we go. It's quite a nice warm colour, not shiny. It's got a nice sort of matte finish, and it'll be interesting to see how this wears and patinas over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear it for the next few days and maybe report back, maybe put some pictures on Instagram. Now, with the buckle in the position that I like it, is right in the middle, so that's right in the danger zone on the desk, but needless to say, it will then protect the leather otherwise, so that's pretty good. Okay, right, let's just look at some general quality around the watch and the strap. So as I said before, I was a bit worried about the way that the pin was loose in the leather here, and you can just see that there's quite a bit of movement at that end. It's not so bad at the other end, but I think it's both sides are the same. As long as the pin is of high kind of quality that it's not going to come out, it doesn't concern me that much, because once it's on the wrist it is taut, so you won't notice that movement. Now let's have a quick look at a couple of the competitor straps. I won't name names, but it's always worth comparing. Now this one here is I bought for my Tudor Black Bay, so this is a 22mm, so it won't actually fit on here. But what you can see immediately, and it is a problem with this strap, is where the holes stop because of the padding. So I wear mine on this hole here, so right on the end of this one. So on a cooler day, I find with this strap on my Tudor Black Bay that it's quite loose, and then I've got no way then of tightening it. Whereas this one here on the Barton, I've got another few holes to go at. And on the opposite end, you can see that it's pretty much the same size. So advantage to Barton straight away on that one. What I do like about this strap, and it is a nice distressed looking strap, is that it does taper a bit. So this one goes from 22mm to 18. So a nice bit of tapering. Although I don't mind this, this looks nice. So let's go over to the next strap. And this one is the ABP Concept from Paris. This is a bespoke handmade strap, and this one costs over £100 compared to this one. So over 5 times as much. Now the ABP strap, you can tell through its construction, through the way it feels, it's a very high quality strap. I mean, I know you could argue there's not much in it, but this is a very good strap. But again, looking at the holes here, we quickly run out. So I think if I was going to have one of these again, I'd make sure there's a few extra holes in there. But nonetheless, this one fits quite nicely on the Speedmaster on that last hole. I've never had a problem with it. But again, very, very nice. And you do get what you pay for, but you've got to ask yourself, do I need to pay in the first place? Okay, so summing up, what do I think? I think aesthetically this is a very nice band. As I bought some cheap ones in the past, and I have to say, they feel cheap. Barton have clearly focused on the quality of leather here, and I think they've succeeded to a high degree. I think maybe with a little bit of focus on the manufacturing process to tighten up the holes where the spring bars go, I think you're almost at a winning formula. And at the price, I can see buying a number of these in different colours and therefore not wearing them out quite so quickly. So just changing them up. And even if you did wear it out after 12 months, it doesn't really matter. So there you go, that's the Barton strap. It's saddle brown with linen stitch. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, please leave any comments. Maybe you've had some experience with Barton straps or alternatives. Really interested to know. Anyway, this has been English Watch. Take care, and I'll see you soon.